Wake up, people. I'm exhausted, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Today, we are going to try to get a new ending. We're going to try to get a better ending. We're trying to get the best ending. Last episode, I don't know if you recall, but we found out about a woman. She was like a mannequin. Also, this game takes forever to load. But anyways, we found out about a mannequin woman who apparently we thought was someone from our past. We're going to try to figure out who that is, hopefully in today's episode. Alright, so we're back into it. Let's try this. I remember seeing some computers with input. Like this one. Is this input?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
He never said that before. I never went around touching things last time. There's a lot of rooms that I can't access. Are these the two doors? What is that? I can see an open door over there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Is this the same open door that I saw?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I haven't went down the stairs on the door on the left yet, so we're going to try that today, boys. I love this game because of the replay value. I know that the story itself is like 5 minutes every time you play.
There was not a single person here either.
Don't get
Feeling
fired.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh, there's definitely something in here, boys.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
There's definitely something in here. I just had to find it.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I can crouch.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I don't know, boys. It's not looking like anything's in here.
To you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." Okay. I hope you're coming to a staircase.
There's something in there, I know it.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's something in the broom closet, I know it. What's this? Is this something? I'm like clicking on everything I need to know.
Just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream."
I'm dreaming!
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. and he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh,
Then
I'm
he
actually...
imagined
Oh
himself
my god.
soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so
god, this is
much
actually
fun, and
cool.
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Oh god.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh
I'm gonna wake
air
up in the
of
office.
world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Hey. Okay, I expected to wake up in my office.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley.
I'm like tense.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
What's gonna happen?
And everything went black.
Oh god. That made me tense.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I don't even know. Oh my god. What? Wait. Stanley awoke in his office again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What about the broom closet? We have never been in the broom closet. All I know is I'm not going
Stanley
downstairs
came to a
again.
set of two open doors.
Go on
This
my
was
right
not the
again?
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah,
Yes,
the employee lounge,
truly
we've
a
been here
room
before.
worth
I'm gonna
admiring,
do some
but
cuts,
eager to get back to business,
because you guys have seen all
Stanley
this,
took
but
the
I'll do a couple
first open
cuts.
door on his left.
Last time, actually, I didn't go down this way, so I don't know if I'll
And
need
so
any
he
cuts.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But I never went down this elevator. So, looks like we're taking it. But man, what is going on? This game, it has a weird way of like tricking you into thinking like it's unbeatable. It's no matter what I try, it's not gonna work. But I know there's a way to do it. The narrator definitely wears you down over time.
Even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here. It's left.
Which left? Okay. Is there another way? Is there another little secret that I can find?
Oh no!
I didn't.
No,
Oh.
it's to the right. My mistake.
Okay.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Come on, dude.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Have I been this way? Have I been this way? Is this the mind control room? Damn, I still got led here.
No. This isn't right at
The
all.
mind
You're not
control
supposed to
room!
be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time,
No,
suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh,
No,
my god.
No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
It's different.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
Not that I'm
Why am I
aware of.
asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh god. This one is blocked off, I feel like, for a reason. But, so, like, this would lead to it. You know? I feel like that's blocked off for a good reason. Oh, but have I been down there? Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. What did I do? Oh, I'm starting to kind of form little
I'll say it.
opinions and
This is
little
the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise
explanations
you
in my
there
head.
definitely was a story here before.
Oh
Do we
god.
Do we need to restart the game again?
No sir,
Well,
I
find it unlikely
refuse.
that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, what? Hey, that's not fair whatsoever.
Okay, yep,
Now there's
it's
no
worse.
doors.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
You got it. There's literally no other choice. Unless I'm missing something. I'm trying every door. I'm touching every computer. This is so weird. This is so bizarre. What does it say? Username access. Okay. Don't know what that did. All the doors are locked.
Aha!
Aha!
I knew we'd miss something. The
We
story.
missed it.
Here
The
it
story. We're back
comes. No,
on
wait,
track. But
never mind. Not the story.
we're not.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh my god. This is getting ridiculous. This is not what I
Now
remember.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
What is this?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
All right, I
A lot
won.
of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Thank you.
Good job. Oh no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Really, bruh? Really? Ooh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost,
The Stanley
I've
Parable
employed the
Adventure
help
Line.
of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
No.
How simple is that?
No. I'm not following the line. I'm going this way.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I actually had to follow the line? Can't go back there? This is getting literally insane. Like, my mind... I'm trying to piece together little theories that I'm forming.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's
Yeah,
over
yeah,
in
yeah.
this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though,
What's this
here's
one?
a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Okay.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
You lost me.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
This is not lightening the mood at all. This is creeping me the hell out. It's also a little bit loud, damn. Oops. It's creeping me out. Can't even hear myself think. I'm gonna turn it down for you guys, but oh my god. The line is insane as well. I want to turn it down so I can talk to you guys, but oh my, like, if I turn it down even the tiniest bit, it's off. So,
Got the music.
Thank you.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't
Okay.
want to miss anything.
we will take a little screenshot of that fern so we remember it. You guys remember the fern as well. If I forget something about the fern, please let me know.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Oh,
Line,
God.
you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Hey, I found it.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Can't. Oh. There's nothing in my office. Just gonna follow the line, check the computers again.
You know what, Stanley? I
Okay.
say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make
True.
up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I've never been this way. See, now the narrator's starting, you know,
Yes,
ease up a little
This is
bit.
exciting. Just
I
me
wore
and
him
Stanley
down.
forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Oh no.
Go wild. Use your imagination.
Oh no.
Whatever it
Hey.
might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Hey, I'm just gonna walk this maze
Oh,
for a little
no,
bit.
not you
Oh.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No
my
lines
God.
or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
These hallways feel like they're getting longer as well. Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Walk in circles,
which
I'll
means
play your
that
game.
Somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's
I'm getting
origin.
dizzy.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Can I even open this door? Nope. The confusion
Hold on, what's this?
ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me
What?
that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
After a
determined?
long time, Stanley
So now,
dies.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget
neither,
what's
buddy.
going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
Sound like
do
me
it.
now.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
Alright. This is going to be a little bit of a longer episode. This is going to be a very confusing episode. But, nonetheless, I hope you guys are enjoying this game as much as I am. I'm loving the way it's twisting my mind around. I'm trying to wrap my mind around some theories that I'm forming up as I play this. Let me know down in the comments some of your theories. And if you're enjoying this game, hit that like button. And if you really like it, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Get some rest.